by the end of this video, you'll understand just how valuable this system is. Literally will increase your productivity by tenfold. You'll never forget anything again, and this has changed my life. It's too valuable to give away on free for YouTube. So I'm just going to go through a few things that I think you should do, and then I'll go through exactly how I would go through the filtering process, so you can see exactly how I've adopted this system to completely change my life. And I hope that if you've got any misconceptions, they will be ironed out by the end of this video. So remember, the couple of things that I mentioned, that I will change my title to something that's going to motivate me. For me, it's I will stalk my dreams. And that just motivates me. There's something about that wording that motivates you, but change your title to something that will motivate you. Second of all, go over here, click show menu, and go on the change background, find a photo that motivates you. If you're interested in cars, then look for cars and get a car that you like. If you're interested in living on the beach, then get a picture of you on the beach, like this one. Okay, maybe that's going to distract me and you. So maybe one like this. Now, the other thing that I do is I change my action steps to something that's going to remind me of the connection of taking the daily actions towards getting my end goals. So what I rename my action steps to is this. Doing this equals dream life. To remind myself that it's these small activities that are going to get me one step closer to my goals. And it's all about taking one step closer towards your goal again and again and again. So let's go through this. Say that I wanted to make this video series, make productivity system videos. So I'd go through and plan. You can see this is of a project. There's multiple steps to it. And you can do this by going over here to checklist, making a new checklist and writing it. So if there's more than one step to the activity that you're doing, come over here and make a checklist and add all of the different steps that's going to take you to get to this project. By pre-planning this section, by detailing the first step that you need to take to do this activity, you're lowering the barrier so much more. It changes from going from something like making a video series to sitting down and planning the first video, and that is so much more easier to get yourself to do. This will lower procrastination greatly. So make sure that you split up things that would take more than one activity into projects with checklists that you can tick off as you go through it. So the first question, you remember what it is? Is it actionable? Yes. Making a productivity system videos, this is actionable. So the second question you ask is, do I want to do it today? Yes, I do want to do this today. It's why I'm recording it. So I put it into my next actions, or my doing this equals dream life. Remember that at this point, you want to make it physical. You don't want to have something like, you don't want to have written productivity system video. That's bad because it takes a while for your brain to understand how you actually do this. You want to break it down here in your checklist by writing sit down and plan first video or something like that, so it's more actionable and easy to do. Right, so I've got an ugly painting in my room, and at one point in the day I remembered that I want to change this ugly painting. So I wrote down ugly painting in room. Again, the first question you ask is it actionable? This isn't actionable in itself, but change the ugly picture in my room is actionable. So the first step is changing it to this. Then, do I want to do this today? No, it's not important. Making these video series is more important. So going down, I moved into the someday/maybe list. And remember that during this list, I might decide that I actually like this ugly picture. So in a week's time, I can click on this and I can archive it. Forgotten. I don't care about that anymore. Another thing, I remembered in the day that how you do anything is how you do everything. This is a concept that's important to me, and it's important that I remember this. So I asked myself, is it actionable? No. There's no direct step I can make to make this action become true. So do I want to remember it? Yes. So I put this into the reminders. How you do anything is how you do everything. Now whenever I look at this, I'll remind myself of this. Another thing, start going to the gym. If this applies to you, then you might write it down in the brain dump section. Is it actionable? Yes, going to the gym is actionable. You can make it a little bit better and change it to go to the gym every day. And if this is a real big problem for you, you change this, you split it up, you go into the checklist, and you start with put on gym clothes. And it'll be easy for you to make this first step, lowering the friction required to you to set out towards this goal, and you're more likely to reach the goal. So it's actionable now. It's physical now. Do I want to do it today? Yes. I put this into doing this equals stream life. Now, which one's more important? And for me, today, in this example, going to the gym every day is more important. So I put it at the top. Next thing, cancel Netflix membership. I check. Is it actionable? Yes. Is it physical? Yes. Do I want to do it today? Yes. But remember the other step that I talked about. This will take less than 2 minutes. So I'll go ahead and I'll do that now. And once I've done that, I'll archive it. Next thing, call mum soon. Is it actionable? Yes. Is it physical? No, not yet. Call mum in 7 days time. This is actionable, and I move it into the reminders. For this one, I'd come in here and I'd check due date, and I would put it for 7 days in advance. And you'll see here, May the 10th. Now when it gets close to May the 10th, this will change color. So I'll show you by changing this due date to tomorrow. You'll see that it hasn't changed color. Well, when you get closer to the day that it actually is, it'll change color. Oh, it's just May the 2nd now. What? Okay, you'll see what I mean now. Red. You see it's red. This is important. You've got to do it now. Next question. Math test next week. This is the same thing for the cool mum in 7 days time. So, yeah, I would say math test. And I would change the due date to the 7th or whenever. The 9th. I don't know why I said that. Make YouTube video. Is it actionable? Yes. Do I want to do it today? No. So I put it into here, and this is a big task. This is a big project, takes lots of time. So I make the checklist, and this is plan video. Or even easier, sit down at desk, start planning, record, edit, thumbnail, SEO, etc. And as I do it, I'd go through. So that's on the Sunday maybe, because I don't want to do it today, but I do want to do it at some point. Next task, go to bed earlier. Is it actionable? No, I can't tick this off. This is something I want to do every day, so I put it into my reminders. You get what you focus on. Again, this is not actionable, but I do want to remember it, so I put it into the reminders. Say happy birthday. I remembered that my friend Jake has a birthday today, so I wrote down say happy birthday. I would change this to call Jake and say happy birthday. And I'm doing that today, and that's important because it's kind of late. It's 8 tonight, and I don't want to forget to do that, so I put that at the top. Start a cult. I thought about doing it. It was in my brain dump. Is it actionable? Yes, I could do it. Do I want to do it today? No. It's going to go on the Sunday maybe list, and then eventually I'm going to decide that I don't want to do it. Video ideas. So there'll be a few things in your life that you want to accumulate different things. There'll be lots of different things you want to talk about. So you put it here in the reminders list. And again, when you come up with an idea, you write it down. Idea 2, idea 1, idea 3, and you save it in the comment section. This way you'll be able to come through, check the idea once you've done the idea, you've made that video, or whatever the case may be for you. Whatever it may be, make this into your own thing, then you delete the comment and you move on. And that's perfect. So you want to start a new hobby. Yes, it's actionable. Yes, I want to do this today. And again, these are the steps that you want to do. You write down, you can say this. Say you saw a nice article about starting a new hobby. You would come here and you would paste the link in here so you can click on it using this description section. And finally, Mindset by Carol Dweck. This is a book. Read Mindset by Carol Dweck. These are the steps you have to take. I'd put the link in for this book and I'd move it over to someday maybe because I'm already reading a book at the moment. I hope that by watching this video you'll understand exactly how you can use this and how powerful it is for you. It may sound a bit abstract, but when you start applying it to your life, you'll see how amazing it is. So I urge you to sit down now, go through your brain dump, and write as many things as you can. Normally there's not so many reminders, but this is just an example video. Normally there's a lot more on the someday maybe list down to here. There's a few things on this list and a couple things here. Finally, I haven't talked about this, but excited me. Whenever you watch a video or read a book and there's a line or a quote that stands out to you and you feel motivated, not just logically motivated, but you literally feel motivated, and you come over here and you write it in excited me. By doing this, whenever you need some motivation, you come over to the excited me list and you read through it. Whenever I'm feeling like not doing a task, I come over to this list and I read through it and I'm instantly motivated. It's incredible. Another thing that you should do is you come over here, you go to power-ups and you look for calendar, and what that will do is it'll put a calendar just up here. So when you click on this, you'll see what's coming up soon, what tasks you've got soon. You can actually integrate this with Google Calendars so that when you add something to Google Calendars, it's automatically come into Trello, or if you add something in Trello, it automatically goes to Google Calendars. Super clever. If you're a keen bean on making habits that you want to implement every single day, then another thing you can do is come over to the habits section and do this. Say, for example, this one, meditate every day for 10 minutes. If you go over to power-ups and go to, you can only have one power-up at a time unless you want to pay for it. So say you want to disable this and you go to repeat, card repeater. Now, when you go to meditate every day, you can click on repeat so you tick all of these, blah blah blah, I'm not going to do it. You tick all of these, and what you'll find is once you've done it, you archive it and it will show up the next day, so you can keep your habits every day. It will show up here so that it's on your to-do list for today. Every single day you'll come up with your habits. This system is incredible for building habits, getting your life in order, getting the important tasks done first. This system does it all, so I urge you to get Trello by clicking the link and start implementing this. See how it does, adapt it to what's best for you, and it will have huge benefits. But that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed.